Welcome to South Grenville District High School's virtual commencement ceremony. In light of the COVID-19 restrictions, we have decided to give our giant grads a virtual graduation to honor their many achievements and hard work, until we can meet again and celebrate together next spring.
We will now hear from our principal, Mr. Robert Courier.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to our parents, guardians, family members, graduates, and to everyone else who has chosen to watch this virtual graduation ceremony for the grade 12 graduating class of 2020 for South Grenville District High School. The beginning of my speech is unique, as was the end of the school year for this grade 12 graduating class. For many of our graduates, being labeled as hashtag COVID grads is not something they ever envisioned nor wanted. However, these unprecedented times have shown that our graduates are flexible, can adapt, and are resilient. Three very important characteristics that will help them along the way through their journey through life. Before I address the graduates, I'd like to thank our parents, guardians, family members, and the entire staff at South Grenville District High School for working together to ensure these students accomplish the giant achievement of a graduation diploma. Without your assistance, there might be some students not graduating today. Dear graduates, we're unable to have a prom or an actual graduation ceremony in the gym. However, we were able to have a drive-through graduation ceremony, which has never taken place in the history of South Grenville District High School. It is now time for many of you to move on to the next stage in your life. The nice thing about moving on is that you're going to be able to create new memories and new traditions for yourself and for others that you can cherish forever. Before moving on to your post-secondary journey, there are a few things I'd like to share with you. Follow your own dream, create your own journey, the one you want to travel, not the one someone else wants you to take. Life is far too short, spending it chasing someone else's dream. If you have set some goals for yourself, please don't let adversity stand in your way. You may have to take risks, you may fail at first, you may have to work harder than you've ever worked before, but through proper preparation, hard work, the right attitude, and perseverance, you can achieve anything you want. At the beginning of the school year, we watched a video about a young man named Josh who opened doors and greeted students as they entered the school. These simple acts of kindness cost him nothing, but made a positive difference in the lives of those other students. Each day, please do your best to make a positive difference in the life of someone else or in your community. If everyone did this, our world would be a much better place. You may not know it, but you've now made a positive difference in your own life and that of others by earning your Ontario Secondary School diploma. With this diploma, you have now opened doors to many new and challenging opportunities that will enable you to have a successful future. Congratulations to all of you on achieving this very impressive goal.
Thank you, Mr. Courier.
We'll now have a message from the South Grenville Family of Schools Superintendent, Mr. Ron Ferguson.
Congratulations, graduates of 2020. You did it. It's a major accomplishment. And now you're off to do other exciting things. And wherever you go and whatever you do, never forget where you came from. Your family has given you a massive advantage by raising you in a rural area and in a small town. You've got lots of challenges ahead of you, but you're well prepared because of this strong foundation that you've been provided. Good luck and have fun.
Next on the program are greetings from the chair of the SG School Council, Mr. C.J. Harper. Mr. Harper writes, Grade 12 grads, greetings from the chair and vice chair of the South Grenville District High School Parent Council. Just want to fire over congratulations on your well-deserved success. For some, this marks the beginning of your work careers. For others, it's the next step in your education. As you've probably learned over your high school careers, good results are obtained through hard work. Regardless of your path, remember to continue to work hard, stay dedicated, and keep achieving your goals. For today, you enjoy your day. You've all earned it. Again, from Parent Council, congrats. Again, thank you, Mr. Harper, for your wise words.
Next up, we will be recognizing our Ontario Secondary School Diploma recipients. Lily Auger, Mackenzie Baker, Matthew Barbe, Hunter Barkley, Brody Beckstead, Tyler Berry, Isaac Boucher, Brendan Brown, Gage Brown, Mika Brown, Allison Bryden, Chase Buchanan, Henry Burnside, Matthew Burridge, Nicholas Butt, Blake Burns, Logan Campbell, Jesse Carbino, Desmond Cardiff, Megan Siglich, Taylor Claroux, Justin Coles, Emily de Montigny, Emily Eyre, Eliza Galley Brooks, Tyler Gregory, Theo Gruswich Boulay, Daniel Gay, Bianca Heidemann, Colin Howe, Eric Hudson, Fiona Hunter, Sierra Janak, Ashley Johnson, Ethan Jones, Matthew Juno, Clayton Kilby, Sophia Knops, Noah Larley, Angel Lemire, Thomas Lennox, Sierra Letts, Haley McGregor, Kyra Mellinson, Cole Merkley, Kara Mills, Matthew Millward, Jarrett Moore, Hillary Murphy, Curtis Murray, Carter Neal, Bridget O'Neill, Dalton Patinode, Amy Perriard, Brock Ranger, Maya Riley, Dylan Rankema, Gavin Riddell, Kevin Rojas Feria, Joshua Rolls, William Roy, Jackson Salmon, Jacob Scott, Amy Sage, Cheyenne Searson, Ashton Sipes, AJ Smith, Clarice Smith, Josie Spencer, Mackenzie Steinberg, Devin Stevenson, Tyler Stewart, Abigail Sweet, Jonathan Tapper, Joshua Tegrutenhouse, Alex Tibbetts, Matthew Tyfair, Audrey Waterworth, Ania Wolfram, Kevin Yateman, Roland Zwerver. Congratulations to all of our South Grenville 2020 graduates.
I now have the pleasure to introduce you to the 2020 South Grenville valedictorian, Ashley Johnson.
There's a quote that Winnie the Pooh says, "How lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard, and I feel like it is perfect for this moment." This is definitely not how I imagined our 2020 graduation to be, and I'm sure everyone can agree with that. But I wanted to tell you that I am proud of you. You made it. We all did. And it feels amazing. We are going on to start new chapters of our lives. We are now young adults, and it's crazy to even think that. It feels like yesterday that we were all so little coming into South Grenville for our grade 7 orientation. I never thought all of you would become a second family to me. I loved how we were always there for each other, no matter how close we were or weren't. I have had some of my best moments and honestly some of my worst. And I know we have all had these moments too. No matter the obstacle, it was never too big to overcome because we had an amazing team, including the teachers. I wouldn't have gotten it through high school if it wasn't for all of you making it so much easier and less stressful. I'm so glad all of you decided to stay here. You overcame one of the biggest obstacles in your life, and even if you thought you weren't going to make it out, you did. All the stuff you went through and put on yourself, the amount of weight that you had on your shoulders, you made it. You should be so incredibly proud of yourself for that. It's not easy. Now you have to tackle this next step of life on your own. You'll find more people that will turn into family. They'll help you through your toughest times, and they'll be there in your best memories. I can't wait to see what all of you do with your precious lives. I know every single one of you will do amazing things, and I get the privilege to say that I went to school with you. I know it's scary now, but you will have the time of your life. Be excited for what's to come. Don't spend your time worrying about if what you're doing is good enough. Deep down you know, and I believe each and every one of you will make it in this huge world. Try not to let the world change your smile on the way. I look forward to hearing all your stories and to see how you all have grown in a year. Good luck, everyone, and until we meet again next year.
Thank you, Ashley. We look forward to hearing your full valedictorian address next spring.
Next on our program is Ontario Scholars. To become an Ontario Scholar, students need to obtain an average of 80% or better in 6 grade 12 courses. The following are our South Grenville 2020 Ontario Scholars.
Mackenzie Baker, Matthew Barbet,
Hunter Barkley, Henry Burnside, Blake Burns, Megan Siglich, Justin Coles, Emily de Montigny, Colin Howe, Fiona Hunter, Sophia Knops, Sierra Letts,
Angel Lemire, Kara Mills, Hilary Murphy, Bridget O'Neill, Maya Riley, Dylan Renkema, Gavin Riddell, Cheyenne Searson, Clarice Smith, Mackenzie Steinberg, Devin Stevenson, Matthew Tyfer, Audrey Waterworth, Kevin Yateman, and Roland Zwerver. Congratulations to the 2020 Ontario Scholars at South Grenville. To earn the title South Grenville Scholar, a student must have an 80% average in 6 4M or 4U courses taken over 1 or 2 years. Your 2020 South Grenville Scholars include the following: Hunter Barkley, Henry Burnside, Blake Burns, Megan Siglich, Justin Coles, Emily DeMonte, Sierra Letts, Kara Mills, Hilary Murphy, Cheyenne Searson, Clarice Smith, Mackenzie Steinberg, Devin Stevenson, and Audrey Waterworth. Congratulations, 2020 South Grenville Scholars. Next on the program is the presentation of the Specialist High Skills Major or SHISM certificates for our 2020 grads. The SHISM is a specialized Ministry of Education approved program that allows students to focus their learning on a specific economic sector while meeting the requirements of the Ontario Secondary School Diploma. Certificates in construction are presented to Tyler Berry, Brendan Brown, Gage Brown, Taylor Claroux, Colin Howe, Eric Hudson, Jarrett Moore, Dalton Patino. Certificates in hospitality are presented to Nick Butt, Emily Eyre, Liza Galley-Brooks, Ashley Johnson, Noah Larley, Kyra Mellinson, Curtis Murray, and Alex Tibbetts. Certificates in transportation are presented to Brody Brexted, Matthew Burridge, Jesse Carbino, Desmond Carduff, Tyler Gregory, Ethan Jones, Matthew Juneau, Clayton Kilby, Brock Ranger, Gavin Riddell, Joshua Rolls, Jackson Salmon, Tyler Stewart, and Matthew Tyfair. Congratulations to the graduates that were awarded the Specialist High Skills Major certificates.
Next up on our program are the South Grenville District High School scholarships, bursaries, and awards. The Augusta Township Police Services Board bursary is presented to graduating students who are continuing post-secondary education in a police-related field. This award is presented to Emily DeMottigny and Joshua Tegrutenhouse. The Cardinal Power of Canada Award is presented to residents of Cardinal Edwardsburg that are proceeding to post-secondary education and have demonstrated academic achievement and leadership. This award is presented to Kara Mills and Gavin Riddell. The Central Masonic Lodge 110 Award is presented to a worthy graduate proceeding to a post-secondary education or trade school. This is awarded to Hillary Murphy. Connie Mallon Humanitarian Award is presented to a graduating student who goes out of his or her way to help others, a student who possesses the virtues of caring, empathy, and generosity. This is presented to Lily Auger. The Core Values Award is presented to a graduating student who demonstrates inclusion, loyalty, compassion, friendship, kindness, acceptance, and honor, helps others through community involvement or volunteerism. This is presented to Sophia Knopps. The Deborah Coulter Award is presented to a student who attended South Edwardsburg Public School and is proceeding to post-secondary education. This is awarded to Emily Eyre. The Edwardsburg Lions Club Award is presented to a graduating student who has been involved with community organizations. It is donated in memory of Mr. Owen Brown, a longtime member. Awarded to Mackenzie Baker. The Giant Ambassador Award is presented to a graduating student who participated on Giant teams each year at South Grenville and exemplified the qualities of a Giant Ambassador. This is awarded to Dylan Rankema. Goldie Connell was a faithful, hardworking member of the Grenville County Historical Society. As a teacher, she encouraged young students to discover and record their stories of their communities. It is awarded to this year's Outstanding History students, Sierra Letts and Audrey Waterworth. The Hal McNeil Memorial Bursary is presented to a graduating student who's pursuing a transportation-related apprenticeship and who has demonstrated persistence and hard work in this technology area. Presented to Clayton Kilby. The Hudson Burnbrae Foundation Award is presented to a student who is proceeding to post-secondary studies in life sciences. This is awarded to Bridget O'Neill. The Invista Canada Company Award is presented to a student who is planning to continue their education in the engineering and/or related science field. This is awarded to Devin Stevenson. The Jacor Marketing Award for Student Equality is given to a student who best exemplifies student equality by taking measures to prevent bullying and promote inclusion within the student body. This is awarded to Mackenzie Baker. The Jim and Barb Toshak Award. This award honors two dedicated teachers for their commitment to nurturing many of this area's young people to be their best in sports and in life. Awarded to two female students who have shown excellent character and leadership, determination, and team spirit in how they played sports. This is awarded to Kara Mills and Amy Perriard. The John Greenhorn Math Award is presented to the student who achieved the highest combined mark in grade 12 advanced functions, grade 12 calculus and vectors, and grade 11 foundations and relations. This is awarded to Megan Siglich. The John Fee Memorial Bursary is presented to a worthy graduate who excelled in grade 11 and grade 12 university level biology courses and will be continuing to post-secondary education in a related field. This is awarded to Kara Mills.
The Jasmine Saunders Memorial Bursary is presented to a student who has overcome academic struggles in order to move on to post-secondary education. Not only did Jasmine work hard to attain her diploma, but she did it smiling and so thankful for her support system here at South Grenville. Jasmine left her mark on so many staff and students before she was tragically taken in 2018. This year's recipient, Curtis Murray, has demonstrated that hard work and dedication and to lean on support is the way to success. His smile and ability to make people laugh and his eager to learn so much about the foods industry has been such an inspiration to all around him. Congrats, Curtis, and wishing you the best of luck in the future. Being a determined, hardworking, fun-loving giant is how we remember Katie Hadley, graduate of South Grenville in 1998, whose life was cut short in the 2010 Haiti earthquake. This year, we present the Katie Hadley Memorial Student Life Award to Maya Riley. Maya is an amazing example of who Katie was as a giant. In the classroom, in the halls, in sports, and in the community, Maya always took pride in being a giant and made sure everyone around her felt it. Congrats, Maya, and good luck on the next chapter of your life.
The Crisco Award is presented to a graduating student who is proceeding to a post-secondary program. This is awarded to Eliza Galley Brooks. The Larry Cook IT Award is presented to a student that is entering a post-secondary program in IT. This is awarded to Fiona Hunter. The Lodgeway Law Office Award is presented to the student who achieved the highest mark in senior law. This is awarded to Emily DeMontigny and Maya Riley. The Life Touch Award is presented to a graduating South Grenville student. This is awarded to Matthew Barbet. The Maitland Education and Recreation Corporation Bursary is presented to a resident of Maitland who is proceeding to a post-secondary or skilled trades destination and makes volunteer contributions to the community. This is awarded to Mackenzie Baker. The May Court Club Brockville Award is presented to a graduating female student who will be attending a post-secondary institution and who has exceeded the required 40 hours of community service through volunteerism to her school or community. This is awarded to Ania Wolfram. The Ontario Secondary Teachers Federation District 26 Award is presented to a worthy graduate who is pursuing post-secondary studies. Presented to Mackenzie Steinberg. The Ontario Secondary Teachers Federation Equity and Diversity Award honors a student who demonstrated an active role in promoting equity and inclusivity in the school community. This is awarded to Mackenzie Baker. The Prescott Animal Hospital Rideau St. Lawrence Veterinary Services Animal Health Award is presented to a worthy graduating student who is proceeding to post-secondary education at college or university in an animal-related field. Awarded to Haley McGregor. The Prescott Bicentennial Heritage Award is awarded to a history student who is continuing to post-secondary education in history. This is awarded to Henry Burnside. The Prescott Kinsman Award is presented to a graduating student proceeding to post-secondary education, a worthy student with high ideals and one who has volunteered in the community. This award is presented to Bridget O'Neill. The Prescott Police Services Board bursary is presented to a graduating student who is proceeding to post-secondary education in police services, awarded to Kevin Yateman. The Ray Martin Hospitality Award is presented to a student who is proceeding to post-secondary education pursuing a program in hospitality. This is awarded to Nicholas Butt. The Wellington Rebecca's Lodge Award is awarded to a worthy graduate who worked hard to improve and excel and is proceeding to a post-secondary program, awarded to Clarice Smith. The Retired Women Teachers of Ontario Upper Canada East bursary is presented to a graduating female who is proceeding to post-secondary education in the field of education. This is awarded to Abigail Sweet. The Robert Bradley Inclusion Award is presented to a senior student who demonstrated leadership and initiative by extending friendship and support to help a student with an intellectual disability to be included in the social life of the school. This is presented to Haley McGregor. The Ron Bettesworth bursary is presented to a deserving graduating student who during their cooperative education placement demonstrated an enthusiasm for learning and a dedication to their job assignment. A preference will be given to those students pursuing further education or training in the trades and technology fields. Awarded to Emily Eyre, Matthew Juno, and Matthew Tyfair. The Ron Harrison bursary is presented to a graduating student who has been involved in school and community athletics and volunteerism. This is awarded to Eric Hudson. The Rotary Youth Merit Award is presented to a student who excels in each of the following areas: academic, social, athletic, and community involvement. This year's recipient is Kara Mills.
The Ruth R. Peters Memorial Award is presented to a graduate in recognition of their contribution to the school and personal achievement. This year it is awarded to Noah Larley. The Seaway Valley Pharmacy Chemistry bursary is presented to a graduate who will be attending a post-secondary program in science. This year it is awarded to Hillary Murphy. The Seaway Church Caring Award is presented to a graduating student who is a demonstrated servant leader. They are never negative, condescending, or scheming. They have the enthusiasm and willingness to be virtuous and positive to all people they influence. They give priority to others and value their opinion. It is presented to Roland Zwerber. The Seaway Church Character Award is presented to a graduating student who exemplifies humility, knowing, accepting, and being who they are while demonstrating modesty about their accomplishments and gifts, admitting mistakes, and valuing others for who they are and for their input. It is awarded to Dylan Renkema. The Sergeant Brian Somerville Memorial Bursary is awarded to a student proceeding to college to pursue a career in justice studies. It is presented to Joshua de Grotenhuis. The Skilled Trades Bursary is presented to a student for achievement in technology who is furthering his or her education in a skilled trade. It is presented this year to Taylor Clarew. The South Grenville Alumni 2015 Reunion Award is presented to 3 deserving graduates moving on to post-secondary education at the university, college, and skilled trade levels. This year, these are awarded to Desmond Cardiff, Megan Siglich, and Gavin Riddle. The South Grenville Chamber of Commerce Award is presented to the student who received the top mark in accounting. This year is awarded to Justin Coles. The South Grenville Staff Awards are presented to graduates worthy of acknowledgement. This year they are presented to Blake Burns, Daniel Guillet, Bianca Heidemann, Colin Howe, Sierra Janik, Angel Lemire, and Kevin Roja Feria. The St. James Masonic Lodge Bursary is presented to a worthy graduate who is proceeding to post-secondary education and has contributed a significant amount of time and energy towards community service and/or volunteer activities. This year's recipient is Hillary Murphy. The St. Lawrence College Board of Governors Entrance Scholarship is awarded to local graduates entering a full-time post-secondary program at St. Lawrence College. Selection is based on the academic achievement, special achievement, and citizenship. This year is awarded to Sierra Letts. The St. Lawrence Karate Award is presented to a graduating student who is proceeding to a post-secondary program. This year it is awarded to Amy Seguin. The Student Success Initiative bursary is presented to a student who demonstrates persistence, hard work, and has been a good South Grenville citizen. It is presented to Ashley Johnson. The United Empire Loyalist Association of Canada bursary is presented to a grade 12 history student who is proceeding to post-secondary education. It is presented to Cheyenne Searson. The Violet Chapter of the Eastern Star No. 206 Award is presented to a worthy graduate proceeding to post-secondary education or continuing in the healthcare field. It is presented to Hilary Murphy and Cheyenne Searson.
Elmer Letterman, a noted author, stated, "Personality can open doors, but only character can keep them open." The Trustee Character Always Award was instituted in 2006. It's presented on behalf of the Board of Trustees to recognize students who exemplify the UCDSB's spirit of character always, a student who persistently demonstrates a strong sense of caring and respect for all. This year, I am pleased to announce the Character Always Award and bursary winner is Audrey Waterworth. Audrey Waterworth easily demonstrated the virtues valued most by our school communities: caring, fairness, honesty, empathy, responsibility, perseverance, respect, and resilience in and out of the school. Through her leadership with Student Senate, being a link leader and member of Student Council, Audrey showed strong leadership skills and initiative. While working and volunteering with Connect Youth, Audrey proved she is a very caring, mature student who is open-minded and empathetic to other students' situations.
Ontario Principals Council Award is presented to a student in recognition of exemplary student leadership. This year's winner, Kara Mills, is an outstanding young lady who has a very bright future. Congratulations, Kara Mills, and good luck next year. The Principal's Leadership Award. The Principal's Medal is presented to a graduating student who has demonstrated academic strength, made contributions to school life, and has demonstrated moral character as selected by the principal. Audrey Waterworth has consistently proven her academic prowess throughout high school with marks in the 80s and 90s. She's been a web leader, a link leader, a member of Student Council, has volunteered with Connect Youth, has been part of Relay for Life, and has taken part in the Spirit of Giving for the past 4 years. She has attended the Ontario Student Leadership Camp and has helped lead our school and our school board by being a member of Student Senate for the last 2 years. She is an incredible young lady who has a very bright future. Congratulations to Audrey Waterworth, this year's Principal's Leadership Award winner. Lieutenant Governor's Community Volunteer Award is presented to the student that has shown exemplary involvement in his or her community. Eric Hudson is an incredible young man who performed over 400 hours of community service working with students after school at Wellington and Centennial 67 Public Schools as one of the key volunteers for the Crosstown Impact Program. At South Grenville District High School, he was always willing to lend a hand, helping set things up or even fixing things around the building if needed. He's a very dependable, well-mannered, and energetic young man with a big heart who will do whatever he can to help others. Congratulations goes to Eric Hudson, our Lieutenant Governor's Community Volunteer Award winner. Thank you so much, Eric, for all that you do for the South Grenville community.
The final award in our virtual ceremony is the awarding of the prestigious Governor General's Academic Medal. It is awarded to a graduating student in their final year with their highest academic standing in both the grade 11 and grade 12 classes. The winner of the 2020 Governor's General Medal is Sophia Knopps. Congratulations, Sophia. What an incredible achievement. And that concludes the awards, bursaries, and scholarship portion of the virtual ceremony. Congratulations to our graduates, and a special thank you to all the sponsors in our community for their generous contributions. It certainly is appreciated. As a preview for next spring's actual commencement ceremony in the gym, we have put together a shortened version of the traditional video that depicts some of our South Grenville grads' giant life at South Grenville. Look how creative some giants got when prom got cancelled this year. Well, we hope you enjoyed this preview. We look forward to all grads sending or sharing your pictures on Facebook of your time at South Grenville so that we can really show what it means to be a giant.
We will now have closing remarks from our Vice Principal, Mrs. Shannon Hughes.
Graduates, friends, family, and our amazing South Grenville staff, we have come together for this virtual commencement to celebrate the end of a 14-year journey. We are here to celebrate our South Grenville graduates of 2020. It was with immense pride that I watched so many of you cross the stage at our drive-through ceremony earlier this week. The very first one of its kind in Giants history. Witnessing you beaming from ear to ear with excitement, sharing in the laughter, tears and joy, and feeling so much pride. Legendary football coach Vince Lombardi said that the greatest accomplishment is not in never falling, but in rising again after you fall. In saying this, he reminds us that to be successful is to take risks and to stumble, but to always keep pushing forward, to set goals and don't give up until you achieve them, to be resilient and to persevere regardless of obstacles that might be in your way. I believe that there could be no more of appropriate message this year, as you've all had to push through these very unique circumstances that the year has brought our way. I encourage you to continue to challenge yourselves, to embrace these temporary roadblocks, and to find your path to success. Set goals and don't give up until you achieve them. Dream big, stay positive, and enjoy the journey. Never underestimate the power of kindness, and remember that we truly do rise by lifting others. I cannot express how fortunate I feel to have shared these last few chapters of your Giant story. I'm so lucky to have been able to work with and learn from each and every one of you. And I am so excited to see where the next few years take you. I know it will be somewhere very special. I would like to recognize the South Grenville Commencement Committee and their work in making this event come together. Thank you to Superintendent Ron Ferguson, Trustee Lisa Swan, and Parent Council Chair CJ Harper for their messages to the graduates. We also want to ensure we express our thanks to the award and bursary sponsors. Your generosity and dedication to the success of our students and your community is incredibly appreciated. From the bottom of my heart and with so much pride, thank you and best of luck in the next chapter of your story.